And we are underway in Buffalo. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
Here's the former NFL rushing champ. It's Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing, O'Connell. Working the middle of the field, he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. 2nd down, another run with Taylor.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
You look at this Buffalo defense.
Coming into this one, ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
O'Connell from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man, and that's the rookie 4th-round pick.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 31-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
From the shotgun, O'Connell.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Now O'Connell.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down.
O'Connell quick out wide and complete.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 12-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here and just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
Here's O'Connell looking to throw it.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's O'Connell.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Now it's O'Connell.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harper. That'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
O'Connell here on 4th down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph.
And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
It's only the first quarter. That's a quick shift in momentum right there because they were driving the football before that interception, and then not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was it backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't blink. They hung in there, waited for the offense to make a mistake, and as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 7. Here's O'Connell.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
O'Connell working from the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
He's got this to Pickens.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
George Pickens.
Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the Steelers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. looking to put a drive together.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Let's go. 79 Bronx, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Chap 60, chap 60.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. Open man is Ibuka. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make it second down.
Cup 19.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Red.
At the 44-yard line.
They'll set up the throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
You look at this Steeler defense.
Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he is going to have the Bills first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
And the Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
He finds him again, Saquon Barkley.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
To the left side, he gets this one to Ibuka.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the 14-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Corsten Loveland, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Bills have taken the lead.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes the score 14-7. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Back to throw, O'Connell. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
And O'Connell now to throw.
And that will be incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, and en route, going into a little bit of traffic, maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
Now, where did this one go out? Now, they'll start with good field position, 45-yard line.
the set. Trap 50, trap. Let's go. Cougar 19. Go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready?
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 Lion. 79 Broncos. Huh.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air.
As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Ready?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Ready?
From the 23, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Come on, come on. Set. Ready, ready?
He'll look to throw.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
He'll try and do this himself.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
To throw here, O'Connell.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
O'Connell from the gun on third down. He'll try and do this himself. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. They'll go for it. O'Connell. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Let's go now.
They're going to look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. They find some open field here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 18 Rattler, 18, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Out quickly here to Smith-Njigba. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jackson Smith-Njigba, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have broken the tie. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14.
Steelers 14.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit out as they will send this one away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Now O'Connell. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
O'Connell quick out wide and complete.
They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go, set. Viking 18.
And once again, O'Connell back to throw. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Out of the shotgun, here's O'Connell. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. He has just been alone for opposing offenses to account for now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
He was defended by Jalen Dietrich.
Get it. Go.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to try and go deep again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Horn.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Going for the deep ball.
And he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that 1st half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And the Bills, first down. First and 10
Here
at
we
the
go.
43-yard line.
Cougar 19, Cowboy 80.
He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On the ready.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
70 Timberwolves.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Well, it goes a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, first and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And the ball is free. Taylor lost it. But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
First and 10, Taylor now. We'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
T.J. Sanders forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Throwing his dart. The pass complete to Ingram on the crossing route. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it demonstrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
Boy, not deterred from those first two failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on fourth down.
Here's Dart.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Ready? Come 19. Come 8. Red.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
That's complete to DK.
Escapes the defender. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Warrior 70. Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Chimray DK.
A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Looking to throw, Dart.
Side is his running back. It's complete downfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Steelers first down. A 28-yard gain. First down, Steelers.
A play fake, and now it's Dart.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10.
19. Go.
To the air, Dart.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
George Pickens.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Steelers have cut it back within a score. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
And their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
And the Bills.
Let's go now. 60, back, trap 50, trap 50.
Back to throw. He's got a man complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 52 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
First down, Pittsburgh.
From the gun, Dart. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 3.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
They'll fake the give. Now it's Dart. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he's going to be taken down. He's sacked on the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The sack cost him only a yard. It's second and 11.
Now Dart.
Throw left side complete. That's Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
It's a gain of 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That
was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Here's Dart once more.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal.
From the gun, here's Dart. This will be caught. It's Waddle.
Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Let's go.
Taylor is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Jack Fox.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Oh, he's got a bunker. That's complete.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Running left, it's Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play that time on the catch and run. 38 yards.
1st and goal.
Here we go, set. Liking, 18, go.
Barkley is in. Touchdown, Bills. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on the stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
And he returns this to the 22.
1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out looking weak.
And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play Pittsburgh. 43 yards.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 35-yard line. He's got this to Pickens. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Steelers first down.
Play fake, and here's Dart. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I think put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
Second and 10. To throw now, Dart. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And the Steelers are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he's going to have the Bills first down as he gets this up past the 30.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out first downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
And that is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now it's second and 10.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And Barkley did not get there. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Go!
They're going to look to throw.
He'll try to do it himself. He's got his target. That's complete. Down the sideline he goes. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. Moody good at the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. They'll start with a quick throw complete out to the right. Here comes 2nd down. Dart going to look to throw here.
Escapes the sand. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And this is 4-down territory here. They know down 2 scores at this late stage, 10-yard passes aren't going to do it. So they took the shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And